The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
A career-focused lawyer and divorced father finds himself in a difficult situation. He is unable to lie for 24 hours. This is the plot of the movie Liar Liar. Conniving attorney Fletcher Reed is an ace in the courtroom, but his dishonesty and devotion to work ruin his relationship. His wife has left him, and Fletcher often breaks the commitments he makes to his son. Tired of his dad's lies, Max makes a wish during his 5th birthday that for just one day, his dad will not tell a lie. His wish comes true, and from that moment, Fletcher sees himself unable to lie, mislead, or even withhold a true answer. Well, the result is that his whole life becomes a big mess, especially because he is a lawyer and needs to win a high-profile case the following day. Although life is not a Hollywood movie, there is truth in the fact that lies can become a big issue in a couple's relationship. Being able to trust your partner and vice versa is fundamental, as without this, a relationship cannot grow in a healthy manner. A study carried out by the London Science Museum tried to identify who lies more, whether men or women. The result? Men are the bigger liars. Well, at least according to that survey. 3,000 people were quizzed about their truthfulness. According to their responses, on average, British men tell 3 lies every day, while women tell 2. In America, though, these numbers diverge. Research carried out by psychologist Bella DiPaolo from Harvard University concluded that both men and women lie in equal amounts, but for different reasons. Men tell what they called self-serving lies, the ones they tell to make themselves look better or to spare themselves from embarrassment or blame. Women usually tell more kind-hearted lies, which are the ones told with the intent of making another person look or feel better, or to spare others from embarrassment or shame, but not themselves. Cognitive neuroscientist Joshua Green from Harvard has stated that for most people, lying takes work. He presented a study where people had a chance to deceive for monetary gain whilst examining their brains in an MRI machine. Those who opted to lie showed increased activity in their frontal parietal control network, which is involved in difficult or complex thinking. This suggested that they were deciding between truth and dishonesty and ultimately opted for lying. Here's the question: if lying takes more work than telling the truth, why do some people still opt to lie in their relationship? Also, is it possible for these types of people to change? Stay tuned, because you will find answers to these and other questions on tonight's program.
Yes, I'm pretty sure there are people watching us now. They said, "Oh, I wish I had the power to make this wish." One day asking, or having this wish that my partners, at least could stop lying for at least a day, right? So that's not the case. That's not the case. We know that's just a movie, but we can see that this is fiction, but this specific story is being repeated in many people's life. How many relationships they are being destroyed? How many relationships they are being affected negatively because of lies, lack of sincerity? But being very specific now, lies in relationship. What do you think? What would be the result of this combination? Lies plus relationship. We went to the streets to hear from our friends and neighbors here in Finsbury Park what they think about this very dangerous combination. Let's hear.
Why do people lie in a relationship?
Because they've got something to hide, maybe because they've been naughty, maybe because they want to protect the other person somehow, and they think lying's the best way to do it, but often it's not, never ends very well.
Maybe people lie for to try and cover their own insecurities, I imagine.
To not be alone, maybe. I don't know. They think they're saving the relationship, or they just don't know any better, or they don't care. It depends what the lie is, I think.
Because they've done something that they shouldn't have done, and they're trying to get out of it, I guess.
I think when you're in a long-term relationship,
and you want to please your partner, sometimes a little white lie, you just want to, not get past the frustration and the aggression and just go straight to like, let me please my partner, let me make sure she's okay or he's okay. But when it's like big lies, I think those people are fearful because they're not really communicative with their partner, so they don't know how to communicate on the big things, or they're scared of their reaction or what the consequences are.
Probably to cover up their nonsense, obviously. Sometimes not to hurt someone else's feelings. People might tell a little white lie or an untruth to try and save somebody else's feelings, but a majority of the time it's to cover up whatever they're doing wrong.
Oh, people lie for so many reasons. They lie to save the other. They lie to save the relationship. They lie because they're dishonest. They lie for good and bad reasons. I've told lies, little lies, in my relationship of 36 years. I've been married happily for 36 years. And my little white lies have sometimes, I think, helped our relationship.
If you put in enough little white lies, then it's going to cause a bit of damage. But, the occasional one or two, if you're doing it to protect the other person, then maybe it's all right. But if you lie too much, then it's like putting loads of little pinpricks in a balloon or something. Eventually it's going to deflate. So yeah, you got to be careful.
Has someone you've been in a relationship with ever lied to you?
I don't know, because I'm not very good at spotting a lie. Maybe not. I mean, not massive lies, no. Maybe little things. I mean, I write plays, and some people tell me that my plays are good, so they're probably lying.
Yeah, someone lied to me in a relationship, and it was really upsetting. I try to be like, yes, tell me anything, and everything can go, and we'll talk about it if not. There's always room to talk, and then we'll decide after.
I think I've got off quite lucky with lying, and so no one's ever told me a massive lie, so.
Can a liar change?
I hope so, yeah. Therapy works.
Yeah, I think they can, for the person that they want to change for.
I think they can change, but they've got to want to.
Yes, sometimes they can change. It's because they want to and they have the power to. But sometimes people just talk about changing and they never put the action in. Get rid of those people. Run.
If you lie, there is a problem. There is a little flaw or a big flaw in your character. You know why? Because the author of love, he identifies himself as the truth. So the author of love identifies himself as the truth. Not a truth, but the truth. So if you are using that, even trying to justify in the back of your mind, I'm doing that to protect my partner, I'm doing that to avoid a problem, and this and that. That you can be sure that is not being, how can I say, you are not bringing, the presence of the author of love into your relationship. Lie, dear friends, is actually just a symptom of a severe illness. Yes, I'm talking about the severe illness in your character. If you are a liar, and if you lie, even if you say, no, but I'm not a liar, I just, tell some lies time to time. Okay, what is the difference? If you are okay accepting that, if you agree that it's okay to lie, even to avoid a situation or whatever reason, there is a problem in your character, and that's it. That's it. And the only way for you to heal that, I'm gonna give you here two steps. First, you have to recognize that. You have to recognize, I have to change. I have to change. Oh, you know what? But I did something that, if my spouse, get to know or find out what I did, that will be the end of our relationship. Let me tell you something. Pay attention, please. If you don't want anyone to know, don't do it. Simple as that. If you don't want to be caught, don't do it. The recipe is simple. So the first thing, if you are a liar, recognize that. Yes, I need help. That's why we are making this comparison, illness with this character problem. Yes, because you cannot be helped if you don't seek help. The second step, I have to seek for the cure. And how you do that? As we said, this is a problem in your character. So if you want to be completely healed, if you want to be healed, have your character healed, restored, you have to seek that. And the law therapy, by the way, is a very good opportunity for those who need this healing. Yes. The name law therapy, sometimes people, they don't know how to interpret, to understand exactly the meaning of the law therapy. The law therapy is an opportunity for you not to come and find someone, for you to come and fix your partner. First, you have to come to fix yourself. That's the point. So you come to the law therapy to fix yourself. That's why the law therapy is really helpful for those who want to be healed. But let's say now that you are on the other side, you are being the victim of lies. This is something that we spoke, a couple of weeks ago in the law therapy. I don't know if you remember. But if you want to help someone that is, being lying, in a way that is affecting your relationship, the first thing you have to do, you have to trust that person. You have to stop trusting that person. Yes. And you have to communicate that. You have to say, look, unfortunately, I cannot trust you anymore because you are lying to me. Oh, but I just lied, in very specific situations. So you have to say, okay, so when will I know you are lying, you are telling the truth? It's hard to say, right? So the first thing to do is to communicate that. Look, I'm not trusting you anymore. And indeed, you have to do it. The second thing, you have to keep your distance. Keep your distance. Stay away from this kind of people. Oh, but it's my partner. Yes. You have to be clear about it because look, people will only change when they will face consequence. If you are in a relationship, pay attention, please. If you are in a relationship, you wife, look at me. You husband, if you are in a relationship, you are dating someone, hey, stop what you're doing. Look at me here. Come over here. If you are in a relationship and your partner, your wife, your husband, your boy, your girlfriend, time to time they are lying, and all you do is just to make, that long face, and then you accept, everything. You are not showing the consequences to that person. You know what you are doing? You are reinforcing that behavior. You are, in a certain way, you are approving that behavior. You are, how can I say? You are kind of, helping that behavior to be manifested more times. Yes, that's true. So you have to be ready to show the consequence of this kind of behaviors. So the first thing, no trust. Second thing, keep your distance. The person has to know that you will not be tolerating that. And in certain cases, you have to even to cut off completely, any contact. Yes. But will I be that radical? Yes. It's necessary for you to protect your heart, for you to protect yourself from further pain.
The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.